wearing masks to prevent you from spreading said cold to everybody else. They've even made it a fucking fashion statement. Like they have fashion masks over there. Like why can't we just adopt that?
That's also an environmental thing too. It's not just a medical reason.
You're right, it is.
So I mean, but
But
yeah, I understand where you're coming from now. Yeah, it's I just I mean, I think people are yearning for the normal to return, and everybody's like, well, we live in a new normal, and but I'm
you just
like,
have to let it play its role, but you
yeah,
can't be out there just like I said, you have to get it to where you can make a norm. Like there's a treatment. That's like flus. Flu
hmm
will kill people if
yeah,
you're badly conditioned,
yeah,
regardless of the treatment. But like some people can get the flu and they can get a Z pack or something. Granted that you don't have to go to the hospital anymore over it, but if you can get treated, you should be fine.
yeah. Are they still doing like the what was it? I remember when COVID first struck, like in the big city, they were having like freezer trucks. Are they still having a
There
lot
was
of?
some in New York a couple weeks ago
Was it?
because,
Yeah.
well, actually, it's been I don't know as of late, but I did see like when it started to like trend up again, everybody was just like, here comes the freezer trucks, and
Yeah, I think here comes the freezer truck.
well,
Wait,
they yeah, because they like back them into the fucking
yeah,
hospital bay.
it. I don't know, but yeah. Did you get your Donnie dollars?
I have not. Have you?
I have. I have received my Donnie dollars.
I've been told that it would be the next week or this
Yeah,
week,
I
but
had no idea. Like I just looked on my phone because like at the end of the month I usually just try to do a tally of what I got and make sure everything that I paid the month before actually came out. And I'm looking in there. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, look at that. I got extra money somehow.
yeah.
So like I know some people have gotten it. I don't know how they release it. Do they do it like? Well, your last name
I
starts
think
with
it's
an
up
A.
to your bank
Oh, is it?
because
Okay.
one of our local banks, there's a message on their page. Basically, it'll be released the week of the 4th.
Ah,
My bank hasn't told me anything, but um which is also a very local bank. I think they only have one fucking location. But
why do you do that
I'm
to yourself?
assuming it's going to be the same.
Why do you do that? That's just, I don't. I mean, not to go on a different argument, a different subject here, but why? I mean, I understand supporting like local stuff, but you
It
have.
was it's a credit union
Oh, so
and it
you like?
used to
Yeah,
be
okay,
the
I got
local
you.
hospital's credit union and you got like benefits if you were an employee there.
Yeah,
But employees' families also got benefits, and then it became just a bank.
I got you. Yeah,
It's what I got my first car from. I'm literally keeping it around just because it's good for your credit to have a long bank history, and this is the longest bank history I have. I think it's like 10 years.
yeah. I've had a long one with mine. I've been with mine forever, but it's a big, multinational, international,
Yeah,
large.
yeah.
I'm a big guy. I guess I can go ahead and say I'm with Chase, so I mean
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean it's so they've been good to me. So I mean I don't mind
Yep,
staying with
up
them.
until just a couple years ago, no national bank wanted to help me, so.
Well, look at that. You worked yourself up to being. You're probably being interviewed and scouted by banks now. You're probably getting
Yeah.
cards in the mail every week.
It-
Use
It's
our credit.
I know, it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, you think it'd be
And
like just a check, but nope, just a card, and you got to pay
yeah,
that money
or
back.
my least favorite is when you get, hey, your credit has been raised. Like your credit limit has
Oh,
been raised. And it's
yeah.
just like, why? You didn't ask me this. I didn't approve this.
Yeah, Discover is like notoriously bad for that because that's who I have through one of my credits, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, every time it raises, like, I haven't changed jobs. I'm making less
Right.
money than I was before. How are you? That happened to me one
I
time.
mean, I just look at it and I'm just thinking, you predatory dickheads. Like I
Yeah,
know what you're doing.
true, but oh, the good old financial. But
Because all of a sudden my minimum payment went up.
yeah, mine did too. That was weird that you
Yep.
said yeah.
I was just, I mean, not that it went up a whole lot. It was
A
but it
couple
was just
bucks, yeah,
like
yeah.
I was paying $25 a month for minimum payment, and now it's 60, and it's just like,
Oh
okay,
Jesus, I haven't had that big yet. That's a
yeah,
big. Did you miss a payment or something?
no,
Ah, just they just sprung it on you all of a sudden.
yeah,
Just
I dick off with it. I've got the cashback thing, so I
oh
usually
yeah,
use it and then I spend it, or like I spend it and then I pay it off after I get my cash back.
yeah.
So,
I do. I try to do that too, but it's I try to use my credit more than my debit just because it's more secure anyway.
oh
So
yeah, and they and well with having a local bank or whatever, they don't really insure you very much. So
no,
everything I buy online is with my credit card because if there's like a fraud,
yeah,
anything, they'll just give me my money back.
yeah. That's the one plus side of being with a big bank. Like you're a little
Yeah.
bit more protected on that kind of thing, but it's still a pain in the rear end. And they got stupid guidelines too. Like you have to catch it within like the first 30 days. Like if you don't catch
Yep.
it within the first 30
But I
days.
check my bank every morning.
Oh my god, I used to do
Every
that.
single morning.
I can't do that. I used to do that, but I can't do it anymore. It's just
I just need to make sure things go through and
that's fair. That's fair. You don't want to be overdraft or yeah, overdrafted
and
on.
I do buy shit online, so I want to make sure that whatever I bought online is
Yeah. Oh, I had that the other day. I was going through like my Amazon purchases and stuff. I was like, when did I spend like
oh,
this much money?
yeah. Well, I just bought so I got that Apple TV for Christmas, right?
Yep.
And I got the Jackbox Party.
Uh huh. Good
That's
game.
what we did on New Year's.
Oh, there you go.
So, I got it for the Apple TV, and then you hook up to it and shit.
Yeah, you got number
And
7. Is that what it is? We're up to
yeah,
7. Nice.
yep. And I'm pretty happy about that. That was fun.
That's good. I just had a game night the other last night or yesterday, not last night, but we played. You ever heard of the game Throw Burrito?
No.
It's pretty sweet. It literally is like it's a card game like where you're trying to match them, but then they have 3 separate different kinds of cards where it's like a burrito war, a burrito
Okay.
brawl, and a burrito duel. And the whole purpose is you have these 2 plastic burritos. They look like just like little burritos, like little toy burritos, and they
Right.
sit in the middle of the table. And then if you get a burrito war, everybody has to reach for them and try to hit somebody with them. And whoever gets hit first gets like a damage.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. And then the duel is like a duel. Like you pick 2 people if you play it, and they have to stand back to back and take 3 steps and just chuck the burrito at each other.
Right.
So
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty dope. I enjoyed it. It's definitely testing your reflexes. That's for sure.
Right.
I wasn't very good at it. I have alligator arms, so and I get so like befuddled, like war. I'm like, wait, do I need to grab it or? It gets crazy, but
Right.
it's fun though. But yeah, again, I went off on like 2 different tangents there. I don't
Hey,
really.
I mean, what, we're how long in? And 15 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten to our first topic. Minus when you brought up the New Year's thing.
Yeah, I also I didn't know if you wanted to talk about this. I kind of dragged it from last episode.
Okay.
First person shooter. You're talking about your stance on last man standing games. Uh,
Well, I don't like them. It might be my generation. I don't know. I mean, you're a part of my generation, so
yeah.
and you like them, but I just cannot stand. I grew up on like team deathmatch and domination, and it's just not for me.
I mean, I really enjoy it because I think it takes more strategery, as our former president would say. And,
Yeah, not
and
former yet.
what do you,
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm dumb.
are
Ignore
you?
me.
I was like, wait, when did Trump say it? I want to know now. But yeah, like I play Warzone quite a bit, and it. I mean, I could get if you're not used to the fast pace. I mean, you're not used. Excuse me, you're not used to the slow pace. If you're used to like first to 100, whatever, team deathmatch and whatever. But I just like it because it's a different pace. You I don't want to say it's more realistic, but it makes you seem like it's more real life, whereas you have to actually plan out your game plan. Unless you're one of those people that just like to jump in the middle of the city, but I never do that. I tend to jump where there aren't people and make my way in, and actually use different kinds of strategy because that's what me and a buddy of mine, because we always play duos together, and
Right.
he's much more of a sniper, and I'm more of kind of a spotter slash distraction. So it always works out pretty well when we start pretty far out and make our way in. So,
Right. I
but
mean, it's just not for me. I don't mind open world shooters, like for example, like Rust or Grand Theft Auto. I have actually
yeah,
been playing that the last couple days. I mean, I'll tell you what, I dumped on a kid before our podcast actually. He killed me for no good reason on Grand Theft Auto, and then I had to teach him a lesson.
but are you
I
able to?
taught him.
I've never played Grand Theft Auto online. Can you like track people? Like, can you? Do you
I
see them on the map or whatever?
Yes,
Uh,
but they can go hidden, but this person did not, and I just completely shafted him over and over
crucial,
and over again.
crucial mistake.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was pretty sad, but also pretty fun.
I know. What's another last man stand? I guess Fortnite would be considered a last man standing.
Yep, I tried
I
it, and just not for me. But it's, you know what? It could be very much like the team sizes. Like
mm-hmm.
if, say, there were 10 people on a team, 5, 10 people on a team, I think that I could get it more into that than three-man. That's it. Just I don't know.
It's Fortnite team based. I've never played Fortnite. I just thought it
You
looked.
can be a part of a team.
I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I can't say I'm not a huge fan of that cartoony, but because I like Fall Guys, but
Right.
I don't know. I just something about the visuals really just throw me off. Not a huge fan of it. So like I've never played it. So, but I know, oh boy, it's making lots of money. That's for
Oh
sure
yeah.
off mommy
Well,
and daddy's credit cards.
it's all I mean, but it's all cosmetics.
Yeah,
They're doing it very proper.
yeah, they're not.
See, if other games would do cosmetics, I would be like Grand Theft Auto, for example. I will not buy a shark card. I will stand there and let modders dump money on my head, but I am not buying a shark card because you haven't proved, like, they haven't given me any reassurance that they're just going to handle modders, because
Yeah.
they're modders that just come in and blow everybody up and leave. That's
Mm-hmm.
fucking annoying. Like, they don't do anything and worth me giving them money. So, I mean, if you want to do skins, I'm all for skins.
Yeah, I will have to say I have never ever bought a skin or any kind of extra game content ever on a game because I don't understand it. I mean, I know a lot of people like I'm gonna use Call of Duty for example. For the Halloween, they had like the Leatherface, Jigsaw, and a couple other people. Those are the two that only came to mind right now. But the other ones, and people bought them up like hotcakes because everybody's like, I
Oh
want to
yeah.
run around as Jigsaw, which I
I
will give them
mean,
credit when I'm running into a building and I see Jigsaw sitting in the fucking corner. That dude does scare the shit out of me, even in a video game. Cause
I have spent a ton of money on like I play like Korean MMOs are all cash grabs.
yeah,
So I've played quite a few of those, and that's, I mean, I at the beginning of the year when we started the work from home, I was doing a Korean MMO that basically you don't have to play.
yeah.
Like I was just fishing and shit. Oh fuck! I spent so much money. I think I spent like $300.
Oh my god.
And
I think the only game I spent like MMO on was probably when the Old Republic first came out and you had to pay $15.
yeah,
That's the only one I think I've ever spent money on, like MMO style. Like I've never played World of Warcraft, so I've never done that, and I know that's a huge cash grab.
oh
For
yeah.
so
But I mean, on Black Desert, I created a character. I got it to like, there's no max level. It's just kind of like hard stops.
Yeah.
and soft stops, so like it gets harder after a certain, like at 62, it's like months of play to get to 63. It's like pretty ridiculous, but you can get to 60 and like I don't know, I think I got like 6 hours or something.
Oh my god.
But I would create a character. I'd be like, oh, this character's dope. So then I would pay $50 to get this character, a cool looking outfit and blah blah blah. And then I'd be like, I don't want to play this character anymore. And, and I'd do the same thing ever again.
I just I don't. Also, I don't think I have like the dedication for those games because they're pretty. I mean, you got to put a lot of time into them.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I put enough in Black Desert to where it's like creating a new character to like test out and stuff doesn't take anything.
yeah,
Like, I basically just dump a bunch of XP stuff on it, and I don't have to like restart essentially. You just kind of roll with the punches.
yeah, yeah. That's. I mean, back to what we were originally talking about. Yeah, the first person shooter I think now is gonna be a lot more of the last man standing. I think I think we have Fortnite to blame for that. So kind of
Yeah,
so
yeah, we do.
so I don't. I mean, I kind of I'm trying to think like when I'm playing Warzone, I get like a lot of people that are like our age, maybe a
Right.
little bit older, and
Yeah, because all the children are playing Fortnite.
true. That's a good point. Never thought about that. I just don't. I don't know. Like I said, that game just does not look pleasing to me aesthetically wise and all that crap. It just looks.
I tried it. I played some Apex.
Oh,
But
okay.
like my issue is like if you aren't I mean my my experience is if you're not like paying attention what you're doing
Mhm.
and you just know the main concept of don't get in this or stay in the circle. Like my first and only game of Fortnite, I came became third
Oh,
and I didn't kill anybody.
nice. So
I was
you.
just trying to figure out how the fuck the game worked, and then I stayed away from people killing each other. My first game in Apex, it was like 13th.
Wow.
And it's just like it was just I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I was trying to figure the game out and then I just realized like this is not for me.
You're already a pro, man. Top
Uh,
5.
Not a
Just
pro. I
that
didn't
is
kill
that's
anybody. I didn't
crazy.
do anything besides make sure I was in the circle and stay away from people that were killing each other.
I know you built stuff in that game. Did you build anything?
No, I didn't know how.
So you're just
It
run.
to be fair, it was like before there's pro fucking builders. Like before,
Oh, dude,
I,
yeah.
like now people like you're watching somebody stream it, they build a fucking castle in 2 seconds. That wasn't. It was well before that.
Yeah, I watched just the other day because I haven't watched a lot of like pro esports and stuff. Watched some Rocket League. Man, those guys can do some serious aerials in that game.
Yeah.
And like you said with Fortnite, holy smokes, can they build stuff rather quickly?
Oh
Like
yeah.
there's like
I'm
nothing
telling you.
around them. They're like, I'm like,
Yep.
how do you?
Motherfuckers will build a castle in 2 seconds and then defend that castle until that circle comes to them, and then it's wild.
I don't get it, but hey, long as I don't even know who makes Fortnite, but good job, you're making billions on it, so keep it up.
Epic.
Oh, is it Epic that made it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Epic makes good games, but that one just did not look good to me. All right, so what do we got next on our topic look here, Alistair? What was numero? I guess we're on like 3 or 4. I don't know which one
We
we're on
can
now.
talk about the stimulus checks.
Okay, we already referred to it a little bit. So,
We did. So let's talk Mitch McConnell constantly blocking the stimulus vote.
uh
What are your thoughts?
that he's a giant douche. Is that?
Like
Does
my,
that
I
work?
just let the vote go. If it fails, it fails. It will most likely fail.
Yep.
Like even the Democrats in the fucking Senate don't want it to pass. Just
My my
oh,
my problem with this, and I'm just kind of going off here, but is it deals with Mitch, and but people are lumping in 2 other people from the state of Kentucky who I am big fans of, Thomas Massey and Rand Paul into
Right.
this whole deal. Rand Paul, how they voted no on it, and I'm like, if you are not, because that's my problem with all this. A lot of the people that are like commenting on it are what I like to call headline readers. So
Right.
they're just looking at the headline.
Yes.
And Rand Paul and Thomas Massey were like, we're not voting, we're voting no on it because not because we don't want people to get direct payments, but we actually read the bills and it shows how much of that money is not going to the people. It's
Right.
actually going to special interests that Mitch McConnell doesn't want to have the vote because everybody's going to want to take that out of it. So his big money donors and his special interest groups and all that stuff. And Rand Paul and Thomas Massey were like, we're fine with giving direct payments. We want to give them $2,000 because, I mean, the government has completely fucked up the situation from the beginning. So we want to give relief to the citizens because it's their money that they're sending to us. They should get that money back. So
Right.
I get really it drives me crazy that the misinterpretation and the ill-informed people, especially when it comes to Rand Paul and Thomas Massey. Yes, I know they're not the most likable dudes in the world, but that's because they don't get they stand for what they believe, and some people are like, well, that's just wrong, and but they're like, you're not understanding why we stand for it. You're just looking at the headline of it, and it's just so tiring to have to explain it to people who are so ignorant that they won't even read or actually know what's really happening out there. It's just so tiring. And I don't like them to get lumped in with Mitch McConnell just because they're all from Kentucky and he's a terrible representation of the state of Kentucky. He should have been out years ago. I mean,
Yep. I mean, I was reading on Reddit and somebody was just like, what the fuck, Kentucky, like, blah, blah, blah. And then there was one person that was like, hey, like, I'm from Kentucky and I'm just letting you know that the other option was a lady that was running on a platform that says Mitch McConnell's not following Trump's orders enough.
yeah.
And people are just like, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. It's just like, she's kind of a cunt. Like, she literally was saying like I'll do a better job for Trump than Mitch will. And she's a
Oh
Democrat.
man, yeah,
Like
she was hugely playing that card big time. And I love like when they interviewed her, like she would say no, I don't believe Trump, and then she goes back to like her events, and she's like, I want to continue some of these policies that are doing
right.
good for Kentucky, but don't forget
And it
she's a mom and she's a
right.
fighter pilot.
Yeah.
She's a
She's a
marine.
yeah, she's a Marine. So that automatically makes her better. And it's just like it doesn't. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do too.
Thanks.
I mean,
But
it makes her better than because Mitch never served, but anyway, but it's
right.
just yes. I just I don't know. We need good people, and we don't have good people in there anymore. Just
No.
what about term limits? Do you like term limits for
Yes.
senator and representatives?
Yep.
That's
Yes.
what I thought.
I am 100% for term limits because it obviously it's out of control.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, but I just it'll never pass
No,
because the
of course
people
not, because all the old people in there are just like, yeah, no, we want to stay in here.
exactly yeah. Like we're making too much money on special interests and big donors and side gigs. What was
Did
it?
you see his house got vandalized?
Yeah, I saw Pelosi's house got vandalized. I
Yeah.
saw that.
Well, hers and Mitch's did.
Oh, really? I didn't know Mitch's.
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
spray painted "Where's my money" on his door.
and I'm not condoning this, but it's still pretty funny.
Oh no, I'm condoning it. Fuck it, I don't care. Don't hurt them, but I'm very much condoning it. Go out and
It's
do it.
property damage, Alistair.
I'm not paying for it.
It's a big,
I don't give a fuck.
big special
And
interest in paying for
but
it.
let me phrase, I'm for both of them getting fucked with
Oh yeah.
because I don't like Nancy Pelosi either.
Did she win Speaker again? Because they were like,
Yes, she did.
they said that she had like a slim row or a
I
small.
know, but she won.
I didn't check that. They haven't been on the I've been trying to disconnect as much as I can on the weekends because I look at it so much during the week. Like I haven't checked much news today, so but
Yep, she
uh,
can slow clap behind somebody else now.
or rip up the speech
Yeah.
right behind whoever now. But once Biden gets in there, he's gonna be the
Stupid.
savior. So
I know, and I think they're terrified that the Democrats are gonna win Georgia.
are they? Is I can't remember exactly. Is it? It won't give. It will give them close to a majority, but
It'll
not
give them a majority.
in the Senate.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. That's
But
why people are just like, this is could be bad. And both, I mean, the two Republicans are a complete pieces of shit for first off.
isn't
And then
isn't one of them like? Wasn't she like pictured with like a
yes,
KKK member or something?
yeah, real outstanding citizen she is. She's also the one that sold a whole bunch of stock in March when before we found
Oh
out
yeah,
about
yeah,
COVID, she found out and sold a bunch of stock.
yeah. It
So a
wasn't name
real winner there.
like Kelly something Loeffler, Leifler or something like that.
Loeffler.
Loeffler. Yeah, isn't she? I
Yep.
think she owns like a WNBA team too.
I don't give a shit. She's a cunt. Like she was asked when she was running for Senate, like they were like, like should Congress people be able to sell stock? And she said, what we're facing right now is the loss of our rights. And it's just like, shut up, cunt, answer the question. Like clearly you're gonna do your political bullshit to walk around the question.
Yeah.
I know what the answer is.
Yeah, I haven't been. I know the times I've been on Twitter, I've seen like all the big celebrities are like sharing like Stacey Abrams and all the like
Well,
the Georgia
it's funny
Democrats.
because people on Parler
Yeah.
are
Oh God.
saying they're like boycotting the election. They're voting either not voting or voting for the Democrats because uh, some bullshit about how something to do with the between the election going one way and how they think it's some deep state bullshit
Yeah.
and then the stimulus check.
Watch them. Yeah,
And
they're just gonna completely shoot themselves in the foot over this. Man,
I don't
it's
I don't go
good.
good.
Yeah, I'm just, it just, when you said, made me think about the election again, and it made me think of the article I read a couple days ago, where the 12 Republicans are going to be objecting to the voice vote
Yep,
tomorrow
I know.
on the
But what
elect.
does it matter?
I don't think it's going to do anything, but it's like why? Like just, it's over. He lost.
It is. He did. And in just a few days, a couple weeks, he's gonna be out. And that what are you gonna do?
I mean, I mean, at first I was like, okay, you're being funny, haha, possible, interference, fraud, you found a couple small cases, that's just gonna happen. There's little less oversight there. It's been fixed, and like so what is today? The third. We are almost 2 months since, and I still read and I still hear constantly about how the election was fraud and rigged, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. It's
Apparently, Mitt Romney is also challenging it.
what? What is?
Yep.
Uh,
It is what it is. They're all, I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere. It just
no,
stop. I don't know who they're, like, what dick they're sucking. I don't understand why,
yeah.
but it's weird.
Why
It's weird.
why can't you just lose with dignity? I mean, it's like you lost, and and they're talking about it being close. No,
Even if Georgia, but they all have recounted and counted and recounted and counted. Like you lost.
you've they
It
spent
just is what it is.
they spent so much money and so much time on this to prove over and over again that you lost.
Yeah.
So just
What
like
is Georgia worth anyways? Georgia's worth
16.
16.
I think
He would
16.
still fucking lose.
Exactly.
What does he have to gain from flipping Georgia? If he was, he's not going to.
Well, Georgia
But
was the
like,
closest, so he's using it as a possible stepping stone to say, hey, you know, it's this one's wrong, so we got to check out, Nevada. We got to check out Arizona. We got to check out, other states that were really close. And it's like, dude, no, it's over. I mean, even, and I can't stand Hillary, but even she had the good grace to be like,
yeah,
I lost.
that night,
Well, she didn't say
night
anything.
of, she
She
was just like, all
she
right.
she conceded, but it still
Yeah,
burned me
I
that
mean,
she
she
come
did.
out. She didn't come out and like address it. She had her
Right.
campaign manager, but I mean, I would have came out anyway, but it was like a shocker. I mean, nobody thought he was gonna win. I was pretty sure he was gonna win, but I was still shocked that he won.
Right.
But it's like, dude, I am just waiting for January 20th, and he's still sitting in that White House, and he's not saying he's not gonna leave, and they drag his rear end out.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I just don't understand why. Eventually, like, you have to come to terms that you lost.
Yeah, it's. I guess he never learned that when he was a kid. He was always a winner in his book. I guess. I guess
I
his,
know.
I guess his mommy and daddy hugged him too much or something.
You
Or
didn't hug him enough, let's be
maybe,
real.
yeah, maybe they didn't hug him enough. Yeah, that might be true. But this, what we were talking about stimulus. Now we're going off on the election.
What's new?
I know, but yeah, stimulus money coming out. I just think, I, I mean, I'm okay with $2,000, but I think like what you were talking about, Mitch McConnell. The only reason he's blocking it is because he's getting his rich friends the good deal out of it, and
Yeah.
if they have to rehash it, his rich friends aren't going to get the deal. So,
Like I said last week when we were talking about the $2,000,
yeah,
I think that Biden will push some bullshit. Fucking, uh, there'll be some package deal for rich people,
yeah,
and we'll get $2,000
it's going to
or
cost
$1,200.
it costs so much money though. Like,
Oh, I'm fully aware that we're, for whatever reason, we're packaging sending money to Israel with helping American citizens. I don't understand where that comes from, but it is what it is.
or Ethiopia gender
Yeah.
study trials or whatever.
Yep.
I don't. I don't get it, but it's just. I guess I just ought to be grateful for what I got. I'm happy, I
Yeah.
guess. But
Did you
least,
see the cryptocurrency is moving in markets?
well, kind of another thing. I created a PayPal thing, so like a goal
What?
thing, like a savings goal or something that PayPal has. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they got like a separate thing, like where you can create like a goal account, so like where you can transfer money in like ever so often to like try to raise a certain amount for like a certain thing. So I
Oh,
kind of
that's
started,
nice.
and that's how I seen you could buy cryptocurrency on PayPal. So that's
I'm logged on and I just saw that.
so yeah, it's
You can't buy Dogecoin though.
no, no, and I want to say something. 2 years ago, I told you I wanted to
Shut
buy
your whore mouth. I know you were. I
I
know exactly what you're gonna talk
that I
about.
wanted to buy Litecoin so bad. Like 2 3 years ago, you're like, dude, no, that's dumb. It was $16 a share, a share.
I don't know
And
what
what
you're talking about.
and what is it on right now? Since you're on there, what's it at?
It's at, hold on. 158. 158. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear my deep sigh?
No, I did not.
All right. it, yeah. I was planning on buying 10 shares, by the way, that time, so it's gonna be $160. That'd be $1,500 now. I would have made.
Well, you live and you learn. Should have bought. I was telling hand today that we should have bought Bitcoin at in March because it was like 5 grand, and she was just like, "Well, we should have. Why didn't you say anything?" And I was just like, "All right, picture this. I come to you and say, "Hey, let's throw 10,000 down on some Bitcoin. It'll for sure go up." I was just like, "You would have told me to kick rocks."
What'd she say to that? I'm sure she was
And
like, yeah.
it's like 32,000 now.
I know. Dude, it shot up, man.
Yeah, it
It,
did.
it like, I'm never going to let you live that down about Litecoin, though, man.
Well, buy Dogecoin now.
I don't know enough about it, though.
I mean, it's a penny a share. Well, it's 88 cents.
I mean, yeah.
Or no, it's a penny.
So, I mean, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I put $10 into it. Fuck it, why not, right? If it goes to $1, I've got 1,000 shares
That's true.
or 1,000
But yeah,
Dogecoins.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's not 1,000 shares, but it's yeah, I'd be rolling in the freaking money right now.
Oh,
160.
you'd be rolling in $1,000.
That's a
Eat
thousand
a
dollars more than I got
eat a
now.
dick. You look.
Oh man. Ah, I'll never forget it. Never ever. I'm gonna live my
You
life
should.
through that.
You should.
I just,
Hannah brings up all the time because I had a Bitcoin from a long time ago. It was like, take this survey and you get a Bitcoin when it
really.
was like 10 cents. And
Oh,
I was like, this is fucking stupid. Why would I want one of
I
these?
remember the
And
story.
yeah, I got it. And it's just, I don't know anything. I honestly don't remember like the wallet quotes. I'm quoting and you can't see, but I'm quoting the wallet thing, whatever you
Yeah.
hold your Bitcoin in. And she's like, fuck you for losing that. It's like, I'm sorry. I didn't think it would be anything.
Yeah. Well, didn't you? I thought you said that you put it on like a flash drive
I
at
think I
one point,
did.
and you lost that flash drive that you had it
Eh,
in technically.
it is what it is.
You could have had 30 grand on a flash drive.
Could have, but I would have sold it at 19. So,
Oh yeah, you would have sold it as soon as you saw like, huh, it's a thousand
oh yeah,
dollars
I
sold.
would. If it would have gone to $1,000, I would have sold that shit. I
Exactly.
would
Yeah.
not have.
Yeah.
Depending on when I found that flash drive, like I would have sold it.
That's funny. But yeah, I need to look more on that because I like that kind of stuff. I know you've been trying to get me on Robinhood and all that, but because I know if I do a Robinhood, I get you a free share or whatever of something.
I think
So
you already signed up for it, didn't you?
no, I never did. No,
Oh, well,
no,
if you do, you let me know.
we'll be Robinhood buddies.
You could buy cryptocurrency on Robinhood.
Yeah, but I like PayPal. I mean, I've been pretty.
Yeah, but PayPal's so weird. I was looking at like their payments for that.
Oh really?
Just seems odd. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like 5, 10, or $100.
yeah.
Five hundred
I was
dollars.
thinking that too. I was like, do you buy like a percentage,
Well,
or
that I mean, on Robinhood, you can just throw $10 at like a Bitcoin.
oh really? Oh, okay,
But like it doesn't give you the an option to buy an entire Bitcoin on PayPal.
dude, that's thirty
So
thousand dollars.
right, but okay, it doesn't give you, I guess, well, Ethereum, you can't buy an entire bit or an entire coin. Litecoin, you could
Yeah,
because it goes up to $500. But on Robinhood, you can. I mean, it's whatever you have in your account.
yeah. Well, I have to take some more looks into it because I like that kind of stuff, but it's I didn't have money really to throw around at it, so
Right.
now that with staying home and working and different job, making a little more money,
Yeah.
so I kind of have some extra cash I can throw, around, which really makes me upset about like being in the casinos because I love going to the casinos and throwing my money around at all
I
the
also love that.
love.
Hence the Pokemon as of late.
That's true, but yeah, I have to take a look into it, but what could have been with the Litecoin. So we'll see. All right, our last topic: cable versus streaming.
Yes.
What's up with that?
So let's talk New Year's Eve.
Okay.
I wanted to watch some of that, like New Year's shit.
Okay.
Just, the random shows and stuff. What I was offered with any of the streaming services that I have was CBS News, and it was literally just news. They literally in the corner had like some of the stuff that was going on in New York, and on an occasion they would pop it up and be like, "Oh, a countdown to the next hour."
Yeah.
And then they would count down, and then it would go to some commercial bullshit, which was basically just the news. And they literally repeated for 6 hours. It was the same shit for 6 hours. And it was so fucking annoying because I'm not buying cable. I'm not buying live TV. It's just unnecessary.
So you wouldn't be willing to spend $20 on Sling to get the basic.
No, Sling can eat my dick. Um,
You don't like Sling.
I went to sign up for Sling, because I bought a TV and they gave me like 3 months.
Uh
So I
huh.
went to do that whole 3 month promotional. Then I like signed up. I created an account. It gave me a week, and I was like, why did they give me a week? Like, uh, I need to put in the promotional thing anyways. So I contacted them. They said, well, you signed up and you got a free week. And I was like, well, can I use the promotional? And they were like, no, you can't use a promotional and the free week. And I was like, okay, well, can I create a new account with a promotional? And they said no. And they said the only way that they can do it is reset my account. And I said,
Oh,
"Yeah, okay, do that. Absolutely do that. 3 months, and then if I like it, I'm buying you." I mean, I've stuck with HBO Max because I enjoy HBO Max. And they were like, "Well, what we need to reset your account is your full address and your phone number, like my cell phone number." And I said, "What? Why? Why would you need that?" And they said that's what they need to reset. And I told them to suck my dick, and I ended the conversation.
over that? Why? Why don't you?
Because what the fuck do you need my home address for?
Well, like a billing address. That's just a.
No, no, no.
I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm.
I'll if you don't if you don't offer me to pay with PayPal, I'm not using you. And two, you do not need my home address. To reset my account, you need my home address. Eat my ass. That ain't happening. So Sling
That's
can suck
fair.
my dick.
That's fair. I'm a big fan of YouTube TV. It's pretty good. I really like it.
It's just so expensive.
I know it went up. I did not know it went up to $65.
Yeah. And
I
I
was like,
ain't paying that.
like
If
I,
I was I could pay that with Spectrum.
yeah, I know.
Actually, it would be less for me to have Spectrum internet and cable than it would for me to have internet and YouTube TV.
Yeah, when I went to, when I got it, it was $34.99. Ballin'
Yeah.
deal, amazing deal. It limited channels, yes, but unlimited DVR, all that good stuff. I mean, unlimited storage. It was really dope. And then they did like I think it's about a year later. They're like, all right, we're adding some new channels, so our price is gonna go up to $44.99. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. $44.99, still better than 70, $80 that I would spend with
Right.
cable. I'm like, cool. And then the last time I checked, it was $64.99. It's been that way for a while, but it, I was like, what the? They never told me it was going to sixty four
Right.
ninety nine. What the holy hell happened? And I've noticed there were a lot more channels on there and stuff. But I'm like, you just straight up surprised us with a new price, and it's just like, why? And so now I'm really looking into possibly getting rid of it because there's a lot of channels that we watch that are like on because Discovery just released their new streaming channel. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like
Uh-uh.
Discovery Plus. Everything's fucking
Jesus
everything's a
Christ.
fucking plus now. It's like
Yeah,
way to go
that's
Disney.
speaking of, that's basically what was triggered me with this conversation between New Year's and what is one of my favorite shows to watch with my wife.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Oh God, Jesus.
Come
I mean,
on, we've talked about
I
this.
know it's probably The Office. It's probably Peacock.
Yes, it's The Office. So I am not signing up for a service for one. That my options are pay for you, and that's it. Hulu, you have Hulu with ads or Hulu without ads.
Yeah.
Peacock, you have Peacock with ads. That's it. I am not watching ads. It's just not gonna happen.
I mean, I don't mind them
And
sometimes.
also, I wouldn't sign up for it. Like, I'm not getting a whole nother service for one show. I just
Yeah.
bought the whole series outright on
Wow.
Apple TV.
Wow.
So now
I
it
mean,
doesn't matter who I have it with.
like, my big thing is I'm a huge sports guy, so I need local channels
Yes, I
because
know.
for sports. And but if I could find a way to get ESPN, Big Ten, ESPN and Big Ten are really the two I need. Local's not bad because I hate watching the news anyway.
Right.
So really I don't need local. I just need
Who
ESPN.
there is a service that has been slowly growing and it's basically just local cable, um, like local TV
Uh huh.
and localcast.org. We do not have it yet in our location, but it is slowly getting to be a thing.
I just YouTube TV really irritated me with the 64.99. So I'm looking now because right now I have the Disney Plus bundle where I get Disney, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
Right.
And ESPN Plus isn't bad, but I can't get ESPN 3 or regular ESPN programming. So if they eventually add ESPN programming, I would be fine because I need ESPN and also adding Big Ten on there somehow. So
Right.
because I watch Indiana basketball, so I need those for sure for my basketball fervor. Discovery, a lot of people watch Discovery, so like HGTV, Food Network. Like I've been on a huge diners, drive-ins, and dives kick, or the last ever since I got out of hospital. I've been watching that like constantly. I have no idea why.
Right.
It's just been good. But like, and it's $5. So let's say I keep my Disney Plus bundle at 14 plus my 5, that's 19, and then I have 14 for Netflix. Is that what it is now? 14, 15. Let's say 15. We'll round it up to 35 for all of them, and then I paid a 120 a year for the Prime. So let's say that's $10, so 55. So if I could somehow get all of those for 55, and I watch the same amount of TV as I watch with YouTube TV, and I'm cutting out $65 and only adding, well, what am I actually? I'm gaining $65 regardless. I'm actually gaining $75. So yeah, like streaming is just becoming the way it goes now. But you can't do like an a la carte. Like I want this channel, I want
Right.
this channel. If you did that, man, if somebody had that, they would make so much money. But they would eventually jack it up because that's just
Yeah.
how it is. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm not buying. I'm paying for channels that I watch.
yeah,
I mean, the Apple TV has actually a few good lineups. To be honest, I wouldn't be paying for it to be honest if I didn't have it for free. But hey, for free for a year, I'll take it.
I've
And
actually had that. I got that free for a year when I bought my iPhone, and
yeah,
then just the other day they came back and said, "Hey, we're gonna give you another year free." I'm like,
right.
"Sweet, I'll keep it." So I keep it. I mean, I don't. I
There's
think.
shit. There's a show called Laszlo,
Oh,
or
I heard that was
yeah.
good. Yeah,
Oh, it is so fucking good.
I watched the new Tom Hanks movie on there when it first came out, Greyhound. It was pretty dope. That's about it though.
I haven't watched that yet,
It's pretty good.
but I mean, I have that. I have HBO Max, Amazon, and Netflix.
I'm pretty close to getting rid of Netflix though, because
I would have said we are, but we're on a Forensic Files kick.
I
So
thought you were gonna say Unsolved Mysteries there for a second.
it'll be next.
I'm sure it will. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like it's just becoming like I just if I could find where I have my ESPN, if I have my sports, that's the biggest thing for me. I gotta have my sports because
Yeah,
everything else I can find.
I just want I want Dish Network to just sell the NFL ticket separate. I don't want to have it have Dish TV or an AT&T service.
Yeah,
Just sell it separate and I will pay for it. I will pay the 150. Just sell it separate so I can watch football. Even if I can't watch local football.
yeah,
I just want to be able to watch football without paying somebody like paying a cable. I mean, I don't really have another option. On what Thursday night footballs you can watch on Amazon,
hmm
but that's about it.
I wonder if it'd be worthwhile switching Netflix or HBO Max.
It's a solid place.
I mean, I really like stuff that's on HBO, and there's a lot of good shows coming out on
Yeah.
HBO Max that I really want to see. And plus, they're becoming the new release venue
Yep.
for new
All that's
movies.
where all their movies are being released on there.
So, even though they're getting
I
sued
gave
like
up Hulu
crazy.
because Hulu can eat my farts.
Yeah, but I like Hulu because you can get those regular programming on there.
I
So,
don't I gave up Hulu just because all the shows that I was watching on it was going to HBO Max.
that's
So
fair though. I mean, yeah.
minus King of the Hill and Frasier, those
Oh
are the two,
God.
but
Yeah.
I'll eventually figure out how to watch those later.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Beginning of the year, I always go through and figure out if it'd be reasonable to change because like it's getting YouTube TV was amazing when it first started out, but oh boy, that big
Yeah.
price increase is not good. So we'll
Nope,
see.
I'm not paying the same price. Literally, I can get for $80, I can have cable and internet. And if I'm not doing that, I'm literally paying $80 for cable or for internet.
Yeah,
So, but I'm not gonna do both just because eventually they're just gonna be like, well, here's the other $100 charge.
yeah. I have a theory. I have a theory why original TV like YouTube TV, even though it's considered a streaming, and like Sling and all of those are really sticking around because like cable because I don't think people want to search out stuff to watch. I think it's like they want to go through a live listing of what's on and choose that. I don't think
Yeah.
people want to put forth the effort to actually like either look up something to watch like on your computer to see what's new and exciting or search through the 100,000 categories that are on each one. But I
Right.
mean, that would be my because I mean you're paying significantly less, but you're not. It's not convenient. So I think people are looking for that convenience. Like I have no problem spending 10 to 15 minutes going through the rabbit hole of Netflix or Prime to find something interesting to watch.
Right.
Because if I really find like, oh, yeah, I really want to see that. I'll watch it. That sounds good. That's fine. So, and I don't think you should have to worry about paying for a premium to have it conveniently listing for you like live TV to make it seem like it's a convenience. I don't know. I don't like it.
Right.
But who am I to say? I'm only one person on this planet of billions, so it is what it is. But I think I like we were talking earlier, like we were saying before, that streaming is gonna. I think streaming is gonna become king, but I think it's gonna take the same route as cable. It's eventually just gonna be so expensive that it's just gonna be like, oh, which one do we go with? Because they're gonna become pretty much equal again. Because streaming can suck you in with that cheap price early, but as they gather more content and reinvest into the content, they're gonna have to make up that money somehow. So
That's true.
So, but
I mean, Disney Plus is gonna do that.
true. But Disney owns everything, so I mean, they have a
Yeah,
way.
that's true.
They have a way to recoup money a lot quicker than most.
Disney and fucking Time Warner. Both those companies
Yeah.
own so much.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Good job, Ted Turner. You're doing great.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Something about the streaming and all. Oh yeah, the internet. It's gonna become a big issue with internet because I don't know how much bandwidth we have left.
We are fine.
I
Do
mean,
not bring that shit up. We are fine. Clearly we are fine because they literally took off the caps because well, fucking that's so stupid. It's not a finite energy.
okay. I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, because I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but I know there's places in Canada that got like 1 or 2 gigabit internet, and I'm like, hello, I'd like to have that 1 or 2 gigabit.
That is all it really boils down to infrastructure. If our government did something worthwhile with our tax dollars, we could also have gigabit internet.
I mean, Cincinnati Bell's trying to do it, so I mean, not to
Yeah,
kind of
well,
just give.
Cincinnati Bell is also facing a giant corporation, so
Yeah, so true.
it's infrastructure. Once we have the infrastructure, we will have better internet. It's not a finite energy.
I know it's not a finite, but that's what I'm saying. My point is, are we prepared for that expansion? Which I don't think we are.
No,
So
but it'll eventually get to that point.
I mean, because I got 250
Hopefully.
megabit right
Shit.
now. So
Yeah, me too. And but that's just what it is. I don't know.
I would gladly pay a premium for a gigabit from our lovely Fi Optics provider. But
Yeah, I would love that too if I was given the fucking option.
yeah, exactly.
But I don't have the option.
Neither
They
do I.
basically told me to suck a dick and
Yeah. Well, they said, well,
it
we have internet there for you, but it's 10 megabit.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yep,
what?
that's what my place is set up for too. Even though they are some buildings have it and some buildings don't.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like around here. Well, the neighborhood, a quarter of a mile down the road has
Yeah.
your lovely Fi Optics gigabit internet. I want that internet. Why can't you invest a little bit to get my street? Because, hello, everybody's working from home right now. You would make a colossal ton of money just investing into the
Yeah.
Fi Optics on this street in all
Yep.
these neighborhoods. So I don't know. It is. It's just crazy. I just want a gigabit, man, because I know it's just with like how everything is going now, like everything's like from streaming and from being working from home, like all that stuff. I need more bandwidth. I need more. I want more.
I want more. I
I,
don't need it, but I want it.
exactly. I want that option.
Yeah.
I want to be able to, you know, go crazy. But whatever. It won't. Not anytime soon. So hopefully.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, we're just a little bit over our allotted time, but it was a pretty good informational session we had here.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Sadly, I messed up on something, so this is not on YouTube right now. But I will
Oh,
be.
you fucking dickhead.
I know, I know. Come on, but it's all being recorded, so there's only a little bit in the beginning that wasn't caught. So, but I will be uploading that after we get off here. So,
Okay.
so anybody wants to watch it on YouTube, it will be there. And so yeah,
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
yeah, Twitter of course, at the Ghost Babble, and comment whatever. I mean, we've been getting some reviews. I mean, some people don't like you, but
Well, those people are stupid.
I'm just kidding. I've never gotten that. Everybody likes you. You're a very likable chap.
I am.
That's,
You are
Alrighty.
correct.
Always,
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
always so modest. I'll see you, man.